Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. I recently posted a video about using unusual tools, whether you're using them at home or in the gym for strength and resilience in the body. So I'm going to take you through today a workout on the Freeform, and I love this tool. It is an awesome tool to have at home. You can just slide it under your bed, you can store it easily. If you don't have a Freeform, you can do this with gliding discs. If you don't have gliding discs, you can do it with a plastic plate on carpet. So there's always an alternative and a cheaper version. Freeform's quite expensive, so there's definitely other options out there that are cheaper than the Freeform. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with lunges. So we're going to start with one foot in front of the Freeform and the other foot on top. So I've got the pad on there. If you don't have a pad, you can just wrap up a little towel and pop it on there. It's more about when we're doing some of the core work. So from here, we're going to slowly slide the disc backwards and lean the body forward. Now, the goal of the Freeform and the purpose of it is to create joint mobility. So how well we can move in our hips, our knees, our ankles, shoulders. So we're trying to, our spine, trying to move as efficiently as we can by recruiting the really deep muscles of the body. So you want to be really relaxed on here. You don't want to feel like you're pushing down or stiff. You want to try to have as little weight on the disc as you can. So whatever body part's on the disc, you want to try not to put the weight through it. So my back foot is on it. So I'm going to lunge, but I'm going to try to think about all the weight being on my supporting grounded leg and have as little weight as I can on this leg so that this leg starts to learn to release as I drive up through my supporting leg. Now, I can find depth here. Now, if you can go down and up nice and easily through that side without feeling too like you're wobbling or collapsing, you can go a little deeper and bring your fingers to the ground and then come up. And again, so you slide it back, fingers to the ground and come up. As you're going down, you're trying not to drop your body. You want to keep your body up for as long as you can. Fingers tap the ground and then you drive back up. You want to make sure the knee doesn't drive too far forward in front of the toe to start, because we're trying to recruit the hamstrings and the glutes as much as possible, and they're going to recruit more if the knee is slightly behind the toe. Good. Now on the next one, you're going to take yourself all the way to the ground. You're going to hop your foot out so that you're in a plank. You've got your left foot on the disc, right foot on the ground. You're going to bring your left knee in towards the inside of your left elbow and take it back out. Now, again, the foot is as light as possible on the disc. So as you bring it in and out, you're trying not to push into the disc. You're pushing into your hands. You're keeping your chest open. You're pulling that knee in lightly on the disc so that if I'm light on the disc, I'm having to recruit my deep abdominal muscles and my shoulders, my arms, everything else is working, but my hip, which is the one on the disc, is nice and relaxed. Then I'm going to come all the way up and swap legs. My other foot goes onto the disc. I'm going to hinge forward and slowly back up. I'm going to start with a really small movement because I want to make sure that I'm recruiting the same way through the other leg. And if one side is a little weaker or has a little bit more dysfunction in it, you may not be able to get to the same point as you did on the other side. So you just work within sort of your ranges on each side. That's it. And you might find after you do a few repetitions that you can actually go a little deeper and it feels comfortable and you're able to support yourself properly and back up and nice and smooth. Good. And again, let's do two more. So we're going to go forward. I'm relaxing my body. This time I'm going to go down, staying relaxed. Hop the foot out. Press through my hands. Now relaxing that leg as I bring it forward and back out. I'm going to bring it to the inside of my right elbow and back out. Good. So really trying to just breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. Make sure that the weight in the back supporting foot is in the big toe, so that you're working that deep front line in the body. And back out. And again, 2 more. And reach it out, lengthen the spine, and draw it in. Last one. Take it out and lower your knees. From here, you're going to put both toes on the disc. Elbows are down on the ground. So from here, we can do this in reps of 1, or you can continue it with your knees off. So if it feels really challenging, I want you to place your knees down as needed so that you don't overload the body. So you're just going to go out behind you, lengthen it out. Pull the knees in, take it out, look between your thumbs, lower your knees. Now, if that feels really, really hard, you can do it on your knees and just pull your knees in. Or you can keep your knees off the ground and just do continual repetitions, which is taking it out, bending it in, look at the knees, and take it back out. So just place the knees down as you need. Now, the goal here, when we pull it in, is to not drop your bum towards your heels. Keep your bum in the air, pull the knees in, look at your knees, and open it out. 2 more. Look between your thumbs, bring your forehead to your knees, and lower it down. Well done. Now, you're going to spin around. Take the pad and place that under your knees. Then from here, we're going to round the back into a kind of a cat stretch so that we're getting a nice sort of a round shape through the entire spine. Then from here, you're going to keep your hips directly over the top of your knees, slide the disc out in front of you, and as you slide it out, you're going to look towards it with your eyes, and you're going to look at your fingers. You want to make sure your head doesn't drop between your arms. If it does that, you'll place a lot of load through the shoulder joint. So you're going to look up to the fingertips and then curl the back to bring it in. Now, if you sit backwards like this, you're going to use more of your hips than you are your deep core muscles. So you want to keep the hips over the knees so that when you slide it out, look towards it and then draw it back in. You're using, it may not feel super challenging, but because of the position, you are using those deep core muscles. As soon as you come back to here, you leverage a little bit more from the joint. So you're going to take it out, stay relaxed, and then pull it up. Good. Now, on the next one, hold it out there. Now, we're going to create a circle. So you're going to go to the left-hand side, pull it in, take it around, and reach it out. And again, pull it in, take it around, and reach it out. Now you're going to reverse it. So you're going to go the other way. Pull all the way in towards the knees, and take it out and around. And again, pull it in, and around. 1 more. Pull it in. Good. And release. So now, you're going to lie down on the back like this. You're going to place your feet on the disc. So, let's start with 1 foot on the disc and 1 foot off. So you've got 1 foot that is directly on top of the disc and 1 foot that's on the ground next to the disc. So from here, your hands are down. You're going to roll your hips up off the mat. So from here, you'll see that I've lifted my hips, but I don't want to arch my back too much here. So I'm going to place my thumb on my bottom rib cage, and then I'm going to lower myself down until I feel that part of my thumb or back touch the mat. So that's really just my hips that are lifting. Then from here, I'm going to straighten my leg out and pull it back in without dropping my hips. So you're going to take it out, toes come up towards you, pull it back in, keep the tilt in the hips. So you might find that on the way in you've dropped a little bit, so you tuck and lift a little bit more, take it back out, toes to the ceiling, pull it back in. If you need, and it's really crampy or it's exhausting in the back of the legs, you can feel it fatiguing, then just lower your hips in between. So you lift and hold. You might find you can get to, initially, you can get to 2 repetitions and then you cramp and you need to lower. And that's totally fine. You just do that and you build yourself up to 8 or 10 repetitions. Take it out and pull it in, lower it all the way down. Other side. So we're going to place the heel probably in the middle, I would say, because then that gives it a little bit easier to glide. Toes to the ceiling and pull it in. Keep the tilt. And again, breathing, take it out, pull it in. Keep the tilt. Good. And again, breathe and in. Tilt the hips. Nice. Good. One more. Take it out, pull it in, and tilt the hips. Lower it all the way down. Really good. So the last one that we're going to do is a side lift. So from here, you're going to have your feet one in front of the bottom one. So you see that I've got my bottom leg is behind and it's hooked around the top foot. I'm going to put the little pad on my disc, and then from here, we're going to go out into a side plank. Now, it can be really hard to get the disc to be directed in the right area in this one. So it can be a little hard at first, but what you want to do is squeeze the legs, go all the way out into side plank, and then bring it all the way back. Now, if you're new to the disc and you've never really even done body weight side planks, I would skip the disc on this one and I would just do a body weight side plank, but just learning how to lift and stabilize yourself here before using the disc. Once you can stabilize and do just a side plank on its own, you can then grab the disc and start by just doing this action. So just learning how to direct the disc on that angle, and also using your shoulder, controlling that side bend with the shoulder, because there's a lot of movement there that your shoulder has to control. Then you progress to the full side plank, taking it out and bringing it all the way back in, lowering your hips in between, and then progressing yourself out and in into that fully lifted position. And again, you're just doing it in reps of 2 or 3 and building yourself up to that sort of 6 to 8 repetitions. Other side. You obviously want to be really cautious if you are someone who's got really unstable shoulders, to really go through the progression slowly, making sure that you can do a body weight plank without any shoulder pain, then moving into being able to control the disc in that frontal plane on that side to side sort of action, and then being able to go fully out. If you walk through each progression nice and slowly, you'll be totally fine, making sure that you master each one before you try something a little harder. And take it out, squeeze those legs and pull it in. Really good. So that's a nice little disc workout that targets the whole body, and you can do that workout as a warm-up before you do any sort of heavy weight training, or you can do it as a standalone workout. It's a really great home workout to do to keep your body moving well, to really recruit those deep intrinsic muscles, and to build overall postural strength. If you've got any questions, then please just drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. If you love the video, then please subscribe.